I'm gonna tell you one thing. I was 56 when I was starting.
Right.
That says it all.
Right. And now you're 34. I don't have time to get into it today, but I was so impressed with, someone asked you from the audience yesterday, the research that you did, and you went, and I read this, and I read this, and I was like, and I watched this doc, and I was like.
That's the basics, though.
Yeah, it's like
it is what it is.
It's what we do.
Yeah, it's the basics of.
And then you didn't call this Davis back?
No, I was exaggerating. I'm sorry I said that.
No.
No, I was joking. She did.
I was like, wait a minute. She's busy, yeah.
No, but it's like, even in calling her back, it's like, do I want to call her back? Because what does she want to ask me? What if I don't have an answer?
No, she don't know that I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I want her to help me.
I think it's amazing the opportunity that you have to be working with a legend, and then but I also after that performance I'm like, this is a legend in the making as well. So.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, just gonna make a little noise here.
Okay.
And we're rolling.
So 1 hour, right?
1 hour.
I'm just kidding.
I was look at me. Look at me. I was like,
You cool, but not that cool.
Wait a minute.
What the hell, Tony?
A man can dream now, right? Listen, the reason why I say that too is because watching this film, the first thing you want to do is talk. You have to talk. You have to decompress. I got a chance to watch it with my producer Sandra, and it wasn't a full theater the first time.
Okay.
And we just sat there and talked. And if we didn't sit there and talk, we wouldn't have seen that last piece.
Oh,
right?
Which
is super important.
Transcendent.
But here's the question. People are having visceral reactions to this film. I've seen the film twice in the last 3 days. What is it about Nanisca's rise to woman king that is provoking such emotion and thought and conversation?
I think people are putting themselves in the story. So many women.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We've been sidelined, we've been gaslit, you know, our women's health, our bodies. We've been, you know, in secondary positions, especially black women.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're doing a movie that is absolutely so empowering, but so humanized, it's making people feel less alone, and it's making them tap into their warrior fuel. And might I add that every time there is a new statistic out there of what affects black women, like most of us don't get married, like by 46%, you know, that's out there. Then people side with the people with the other side.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be a reason why, you know, no one wants to marry you.
Right.
It's like this movie is on our side. It's empowering us.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing.
I think so too. I really appreciated the perspective, even from seeing the slavers and what that port could have looked like and felt like. I'd never seen it from that vantage point before either. But yeah, you bring up a good point about identity, you know, how I see myself, but how I know people see myself and how that sort of seeps in after a while. And that gets me that gets me going. With this film, Thuso, you're a part of this year's Rising Star for TIFF.
Yeah.
Your performance was outstanding.
Thank you.
I would love to ask this question to you. What is it that gives Thuso this edge or this it factor that we see displayed in this film?
For me, Thuso is her own person. I have never, since meeting Thuso, felt like she was trying to be anyone other than who she is. And with confidence. She speaks her truth, even in private. With no fear, translucent. You see it, you see that level of honesty and courage even in her performance. And that is very, very rare in our profession. And maybe because now I live in LA, where every time people set foot on LA, they're like, okay, what's the new hairstyle? What's the new it color? What car do you drive or whatever? Thuso is absolutely her own person.
Yeah. Well, listen, you can't help but, want to talk about the power of connection. So in the film, but then even the moment that you guys shared on last night at the world premiere, talking about, you know, calling Thuso to say, hey, did you see this, Doc? Did you do this? What was it like working with Viola Davis? I mean, when you hear her voice, the voice alone probably does the same thing for you it does for me. You hear her voice and you're just like, I'm listening. What was it like to share this moment, this stage, and this story that you guys told with Viola Davis?
I had a great experience with Viola, and because, and I don't know if it's I'm probably a side that people don't know of her. Viola is one of the biggest clowns I've ever met.
Right? Oh, I didn't know
No,
that.
for real, which makes her so accessible, you know. So when you guys speak of, you know, this voice, that's not my
not it.
experience
There's
of
more. There's so
Viola.
much more.
This is not my experience. From the very first time I met her during like a virtual call discussing the script, you know, she was in her trailer shooting The First Lady at the time, and she was just Viola. She was just like, okay, we're talking about the story that we're trying to tell. What are your thoughts on it?
Right.
From that moment, my voice already mattered. You know, it wasn't a, okay, we're scrutinizing you, prove yourself to us. It was, let's have a conversation. And that set the tone for their entire shoot. Even in going into training, she was accessible. It was, we're both learning something completely foreign to us. And it's strange, it's hard.
Right.
She's comparing the fact that she's sweating and I'm not, and I keep telling
it's
her
true.
I had a sweatband. I was like, Viola, get yourself a sweatband. It makes
you
the
see?
world of
Wasn't
a
all that-
difference.
Right.
She had no sweat.
Do you have a sweatband, Viola? To this day, do you have a sweatband?
I do not.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's a common experience. And that's just what it was.
You know what? You bring up a good point, because we know that this film, after talking to Gina, you know that this film is a labor of love, but then also physically. Tell me about the investment, the demand, the challenge physically that it took from you each individually to be able to perform this film.
Well, for me, it started around when I first got cast for the role. I knew part of my audition was, you know, the physical test. Will you be able to do your own stunts? Passed it. Thankfully, thank you, Danny, for seeing something in me. I was stunt coordinator. And then I was just like, I knew that I had a lot to learn. And so I put myself in Muay Thai. And when you say, you know, okay, what did it take for you? My team doesn't know that I used to take the bus from home to where I to the dojo where I used to learn Muay Thai, because this was, you know, pandemic.
Right.
And they're like, no, stay at home, you know, do what you can, but be safe. I'd be on the bus. Luckily, it was free. You know, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And I'd go in the mornings and in the evenings,
on.
you know, just to, you know, get myself somewhere before we started pre-production training. Got into pre-production, and now I've got Tyrone Edwards. I'm doing sprinting. I don't do short distance running, but now was required to be fast and agile and flexible. Because again, unlike Viola's character, who they had to bulk up, they had to build speed and agility for me, because I have to do maximum damage with minimal effort type situation. So we had to build that. We had strength training with Gabriella McLean. That was the hardest. The only time I cried during training was with Gabby.
Oh, wow.
Gabby's brutal.
She really
But it worked, right?
It worked.
It worked.
She got
Wow.
the results.
I can't believe you were doing all that before. That was before the pre-production?
Before, months before.
I had
5
to.
hours a day.
I owed it to the project.
And then,
5.
Yeah.
And then for you, I mean,
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I was 56 when I was starting.
right.
That says it all.
Right. And now you're
I mean,
34.
and listen, you're in menopause basically. But yeah, the strength training, the martial arts, the me saying that, you know, listen, Gina, listen, let's talk now. Like, Gina, I'm gonna be the OG warrior. I mean, you can't. My heart rate can't go up this high.
Right.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna lose oxygen, and I'm gonna die during the making of the Woman King.
Hey, your
'Cause I
form
had
looked
to
good
sprint.
though. When you started, when you ran outside the palace, I was like,
That's right. Because there's nothing like looking at a 250-pound man coming at you with a machete that makes you step up.
right.
You either step up or you know,
Right.
Because it's a real body.
Yeah.
It's a real
or you
man.
wet your pants.
You said something yesterday that I've seen on my Instagram timeline all day, and it was, you're doing this for the chocolate babies. And I told you, once you watch this film, you have to have conversations. I can't wait for everybody to be able to see it.
Yes.
As a result, there's some, pretty prominent Canadian men that were in the audience last night, and we all got on the phone last night around 1 o'clock in the morning when probably shouldn't get in some rest. But we decided what they wanted to do. Cardinal Official Cameron Bailey, who's the CEO of TIFF, he put Cardinal in contact with Cineplex. We're going to be getting all the chocolate babies into the theaters.
Yeah, thank you.
And so we want to. We said, you know what? After watching that film, everybody was moved. West Hall, Cardinal himself, and so I just wanted to share that with you and let you know. Since you want it for the chocolate babies, we're going to do our part to make sure. And you also said, hey, these films only continue if we go and watch them.
Absolutely.
So guess what? We're going to do our part to make sure that there's some box office numbers as well.
Absolutely.
Anyways, that is my time. I know I'll see you again. I look forward to seeing you again. God bless you both, and thank you for this amazing experience.
Thank you so much.
Made my festival for
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. And before they steal you, we're going to get some pictures, because I got to show my babies.
I like your outfit, brother.
Yeah?
I like your sneakers.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been paying attention, and you guys, every time you guys show, you did an outfit change yesterday, which was, I was like, when did she change? But I was like, you know what? I told my stylist, Katie, I said, Katie, we gotta do something a little, she was like, well, where about that suit that you said was weird? I'm like, all right, well, let me wear a weird suit then.
Nice. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's fine. I'll be walking a little different today.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to be in the middle?
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care and enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.